Welcome to the 1 Minute Apologist. Apologetics seeks to give credible answers to curious questions, to give a defense. Does suffering contribute to my doubt? As a pastor, one of the things that I've observed in people in the midst of deep suffering is sometimes people who suffer never feel closer to God than when they're going through this arduous trial. However, other times, suffering creates a perplexion, so to speak, where people can't understand why God would allow them to go through it. And as a result, they doubt what's wrong with themselves. They doubt what's wrong with God. They doubt, is God good? How could He allow this to happen? We see in the book of Job that Job goes through this test in his life, an awful test, an unimaginable test, a seemingly unbearable test, where he gets boils all over his skin, he loses his wealth, he ends up losing all of his kids, and then he's left with his wife, and his wife basically says, go commit suicide. Then his friends that he turns to, they accuse him of sin. So he feels as though life's closing in on him, and even God himself. And in the midst of suffering, he begins to struggle with his own doubts with God. And we see in the scriptures, Job says, the waters wear away the stones. The torrents wash away the soil of the earth. So you destroy the hope of man. Wow. You prevail forever against him and he passes. You change his countenance and send him away. Job was doubting that God still embraced him. He came to believe that God had rejected him. Don't allow your sufferings to cause you to doubt the goodness of God. Even in the midst of unexplainable pain, the Bible says that God will never leave us or forsake us.